on the topic, and the topic tonight, if you missed it, is general differences between Season 1 ROC and Season 2 ROC. We have a special guest that's going to talk to us right away here. He's going to actually kick it off if he's ready, of course. He'll kick it off with 5-10 minutes of what he's kind of found in his research and what to expect for the next season here. But that's where we're at, and then we'll have questions on that, and then we'll have a little short break, 5-10 minute break, and then we'll go into any general questions about the game in general. Anything goes for that last hour or so. So thank you all for being here again. Once again, just want to remind you we are recording on YouTube too, and if you don't feel comfortable about it, just message me on Discord and we'll sort that out. But thanks so much. All right, CorCat, you ready, brother?
Let's do it.
Okay, so we had a situation come up last Q&A that was pretty sweet. Do you want to share your screen? Do you want to do that, or you don't feel comfortable doing that?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
One sec. Let me just jump into my game.
See if we can't get you to figure that out, and then what I'll do is, well, you guys here on Discord will be able to see it, then I will somehow capture it with my streaming software to put it up on YouTube here as soon as I can see that he's live. But what you'll do is you'll just, same way you connected to my live, I'll stop screen sharing, and then it will only be CorCat. And so then we can kind of watch, which will be fun. It's exciting for me to see someone else's kind of point of view and where we're coming from, and then it will also help with anything he's explaining, I believe. So, any luck there, brother?
Yep. Let me just...
Who is excited for Season 2 of ROC, though?
If excited is synonymous with nervous, then yes.
I can't wait, bud.
That's exactly it. All right.
Can you see my screen now?
Looks like he's live. Let me go to watch stream and see what I see. Oh, it's a picture of your ass. Whoa. Just kidding. No. That is
Damn
your
it.
screen.
Ooh, and we can hear the music. We can hear the music.
Whoa, this is cool.
New.
Oh, so we're on CorCat's screen now?
Yeah, so he's our guest speaker tonight, Gunner, so we'll just watch him for 5-10 minutes while he's explaining some stuff of what he's found as the differences, and then then we'll kind of hop back to the regular. But yeah, this is what we'll get to see. We'll get to see inside, for anyone that's not C25, we get to see inside a C25, so that's kind of exciting. Which I don't believe anyone else here is C25.
No, I've never seen.
Oh, actually, this is
could have
my,
made that the headline for tonight.
Oh yeah, inside C25.
This is not my main. I gotta jump back into my main. Sorry, guys.
Oh, no worries, no worries. Okay, so let me see if I can't capture this onto YouTube here. I'll wait till he changes accounts. Look at all those farms. Delicious.
Very delicious.
Okay. Do you want to just mute your volume in the game there?
Sure.
Thank you.
How's that?
Much better here. Give me 2 seconds. You can go ahead and start. I'm just going to try and screen capture Discord here so that I can get this on the stream also. If I can figure that aspect out somehow. So go ahead, Cor. You're up, brother.
Too easy. Too easy. All right. So yeah, I was just going to go through just a couple of things with ROC. Sort of just the differences, what we learnt from Season 1, what we're going to be doing to prepare for Season 2, and also...
Sorry, CorCat, my friend, we did lose you on Discord, unfortunately.
Yeah, you might just have to link back up. Are you on a phone or a tablet?
No, yeah, I'm on my phone. One sec there.
Yeah, no worries. Just with the phone, it's pretty finicky, so you can't change apps at all.
Yeah, I think it just my screen locked and kicked me out.
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome, looks good.
All right. So yeah, it's pretty much what we learnt from Season 1 and a few of those things. So I'll just quickly jump over to my notes where I had a couple of points jotted down to go through tonight. So
Wicked.
Let me just see if I can move over. Here we go. Can everyone see that?
Oh, look at this,
Yes.
guys.
Thank
Yep.
you.
Oh, this is golden.
This is exciting.
So yeah, I just jotted this down last night and this morning when I got up. So pretty much what we learnt from season 1, obviously with the heroes with 2 legions in it. So developed heroes and footmen can obviously potentially get to that 500 demo, and the cavalry marching if you need to take tiles quickly, especially in a war situation. So yeah, my tip for that sort of was, if you don't have courage medals to smash a zone commemoration, work on your legion research a bit, so your class or your first legion, and then as you get a bit more advanced, 2 and 3 with that as well. Usually 2 and 3 is a little bit more expensive. So also Black Dragon Shout. So I know probably a lot of us didn't prepare for that for season 1 as much as what we would have liked to have. So that's one of the call outs I've been saying to our ROG guys is, get the dragon shouts and the bolts and all that sort of stuff, and just keep pumping crystal 24/7, obviously, if you can afford to with the gold situation. So what we learned from season 1, state cooperation, super important. I think we did a really good job in 343 with that, but still plenty of room and opportunities to grow. And then just keeping track of what time people fight in your declaration group, whether they fight at reset or +8. Having active members online will help you win wars. So emphasis there on help. So it's not a guarantee, but as I say there, if you have 40 members online and your opponent has 20, if you're well organised, you will likely win, simply because you're going to have double their stamina.
Sorry to interrupt, it's just that on YouTube I can see that the picture is not very clear. It's a bit fuzzy. That's for World, maybe he can fix that.
Yeah, no worries. Just try and change your auto, because YouTube does this thing where it auto. So because the image changes rapidly, it'll auto set it to 120p. Go into your, just click the 3 dots on YouTube and change it to 720p on your phone and see if that helps. If it doesn't fix it, then let me know.
It's on a laptop, so yeah, we'll try it.
Yeah, find like the different the
On
ones.
a laptop, it's a
Perfect. Thanks.
Yeah, excellent. Thanks Mar for that. Appreciate that.
Sorry for that.
No worries.
All
you're
good. All right. So then just the other last point in what we learnt from season 1 part was having a plan and making sure your team know what that plan is. So I think one thing that we did, and Mal helped a lot with this in ROG, is setting polls where 36, 48 hours out from a war, we could set up that poll in Discord and people could respond to that poll to say whether they would, yes, be in attendance, no, they can't make it, or tentatively they're not sure if they can or they cannot. So that just helped with the planning as to who we would be selecting and that sort of stuff.
That's
obviously,
delicious.
if in their wars, you could go back in their war info and see they had an average of 30 people, but we only had 20 people respond to that, we could sort of tailor a plan around that and be like, okay, if we are going to go after these people, what do we need to do? So that was pretty much just a little recap from season 1 of what we learnt. There may be some few more people can add to later. So planning for season 2, I think this is the biggest one that we're pushing right now, is obviously Black Dragon Shouts. Get as many as you can, full bolts. If you can, upgrading your Dragon Temple. So another tip there, great to do on building day. Outside of strategy buildings, it gives you a lot of building power increase. So a lot easier to get your Clash of Province chests on, say, building day with one of those upgrades. I think my next one is about 4,000 or 5,000 power increase. So straight up there, you get quite a bit. Another one that's probably just as important, that I've been talking to the ROG guys, as Mal can attest, is the bunch of rocks. So in the Alliance store that you can buy. So this is why donating to Alliance Tech is so important, so you can get those points and those scores and start gathering that bunch of rocks or the stone you need to place your Alliance Center 1, 2, 3, and potentially 4. So what I've asked for the Rogue guys is for everyone to donate daily and try and get 20,000 plus stone in their bag for the start of Season 2. That way, with the stone we already have, which I think is about 800,000 in our building section, and everyone having 20,000 stone, we can potentially put all our Alliance Centers down on the same day. So that's a big one. Obviously, you don't want to be waiting for 3 days for people to try and catch up and get enough stone to donate for that sort of stuff. So if you can be on the front foot there, then it'll be good. So work with alliances in your state. So especially the allies that you have in your state, you know, all alliances sometimes don't get on in your state. So just the ones that you get on really well with, you know, start discussing cooperation. So ideally you would be aligned with someone that has an opposite wartime to what you have. So in 343 we had that with TB1 last season. So TB1 were +8 and Rogue were war at reset, and we were like that for the majority of the season. So our TB1 members who have since joined Rogue could help us, you know, in defending our Alliance Center 1 or 2 with blocking at reset, and then we would repay that favour at +8. So just that sort of cooperation, even if it's just with one ally, it's helpful. But the more people and the more alliances in the state that you get to help with that, as TTT found out with GD9, they had like 4 or 5 alliances trying to stop them, and they still crushed it. So hats off to them. So yeah, discuss amongst the state leaders ROC setup. So, you know, whether you're going to do a mega hive in one corner or everyone will separate into other corners. For what I've seen, mega hives are really good, but only if you can get that coordination and that communication with all the other state leaders and sort of compromise us, because everyone's going to want the best spot and the, you know, less work to do. So obviously that's conversations you have to have with them. And then just for in alliance, you know, alliance that are set up plans. So for 1, 2, 3, and 4, where they're going to be put. You know, I know there was some people in our state last season that put Alliance Center 3 at the bottom of Zone 3. So it was a lot closer than what it could be if it was at the top of Zone 3 rather than the bottom. Just stuff like that, that obviously if you have that plan and everyone knows where stuff's going to go, it's not going to be, you know, a waste of stone trying to recall the building and put it down again in the right spot. And then just from a member perspective, what everyone can be doing to, you know, help the Alliance, you know, be more successful in Season 2 is, you know, obviously hero development, research, and this is the biggest one that I push with all of our guys all the time. Research the hell out of everything. You know, you want zone commemoration done, you want all that sort of jazz. And then, you know, pushing members to get T8. So if you're castle level 20, 21, you know, I've been saying to our guys in ROG, if they need resources to help push them to C22 so they can start working towards T8s, you know, I've got about 15 farms. So they can come hit my farm and do all that sort of stuff to get them those resources so they can try and start pushing to get to C22. And then also too, just, you know, sharing the Destroyer Shout info. Obviously that's the new addition to Season 2. Is sharing, there's plenty of YouTube videos out there from Wee Little Me, Lord of Pontal, all those sort of people. So sharing those in the Discord and getting them to watch that sort of stuff. All right, so that's pretty much what we're doing now. That's, you know, where we're at the moment for Season 2 planning. And then Season 2, obviously, you know, same as Season 1. AC1 setup is super important. You know, I think everyone would be in the same boat last season where buildings just went everywhere and it was just a shit show, to be frank. So obviously that's what we're trying to build on this time to make sure that that isn't a repeat of Season 1. So I put C19 farms to help AC1 defense. Reason why is because they have Dragon Bolts. You don't want to put a small level 14 farm there because it's just going to get dragoned out. And I think that's where in, you know, every state there was, you know, potential spaces for people to dragon castles away and shove their castles in there after the ruins had disappeared because there was all these little small farms all over the shop. So if we can try and remove that and put them more towards the front of our hive setup. And then also too stuff like AC2 and AC3. Last season in Rogue, we just put the buildings around and didn't really have any organisation to how they were placed or any strategies to how they were placed. It was sort of just AC1 was too hard, just do AC2 that way. So this coming season, we're going to try and do it a little bit neater and get them like TTT had at the end of their season. I saw that AC2 had the building set up with the empty tile in the middle and the rings, that ring setup. So that slowed us down a little bit in our last war. So that was all good. And then just the last one, sorry, well, not the last one, but another important one is the unlocking of the extra buildings around AC 2, 3, and 4 with your specialization points. So not everyone's going to get all 4 buildings. I think you need about 24 or 26 specialization points to unlock all that. And also you need a specialization reset to reset your specialization after you've unlocked them, placed them, and then move to your blue left top line. Nail warm-up week. So that's a massive one. Nail warm-up week. If you can be super organised and playing super well in warm-up week, the rest of the season should be good because you could potentially get a massive head start. Cleaning teams, and this is one thing I've been pushing with our state leaders is, coordinating with the state, or to always have people cleaning purple tiles, especially after war, and holding them accountable, your allies in the state accountable for cleaning up after themselves after a war, so you don't come online and have a sea of purple everywhere. Just the last couple here. So obviously the ROC tasks, try and get those done as much as you can. They offer honour tickets and expand plans and all that sort of stuff. So, the quicker you can get to, 80, 90, 100 tiles that you can take, obviously the more beneficial it is going to be for you. Is everyone still there?
Yes, sir.
Sorry. Miss CorCat was just calling me, so I'm not sure if it cut out. So the farms and the quarries obviously are the 2 tiles in Reign of Chaos that give you the building material to upgrade your coalition base centers and your frontline workshops. So just going and targeting them at the start to get as many of those building resources as possible to upgrade those coalition base centers so you can start taking higher level tiles. I would almost say, and what I will probably do differently this season, is I wouldn't even worry about starting to take the military supplies, so all the construction blocks and all that sort of stuff. I'll be more primarily focused on the building materials, so those barrels and all that sort of stuff, to upgrade that. And then lastly, I know I've probably gone over time, sorry, Wal, it's just destroyer shouts. So I've done a lot of research on this the last couple of days, so I was talking to Lord of Pontail and Wee Little Me the other day about this sort of stuff as well. So the destroyer shout can be deployed 300 kilometres from the AC. So they can't deploy it on the other side of the state. They have to be within a certain range. But they can't deploy the shout to make that 5x5 hole within 18 kilometres of your alliance centre, if that makes sense. So they can't make a hole directly at your buildings or inside your building area. So yeah, if you can't take out the Guardian, I missed a spot there. So it's a 5-minute conjuring time, so the Guardian can be attacked with legions in that time. So that's where, if you're going to be doing that and you're on the attacking team to do that Guardian destroyer shout, then you have to be reinforcing your Guardian and making sure they don't get zeroed in that time. Otherwise, the shout will be null and void. What else do we have here? So it's 100,000 stone. So to get the destroyer shout, it's 100,000 stone to buy the destroyer shout. And you can only have 3 saved. So apparently you can also start conjuring a 4th while there are still 3 in there. But you have to use one, obviously, in your war that day. Otherwise, it's just going to be lost and it's going to be a waste of 100,000 stone. So yeah, that's pretty much where we're at, and just the war info page to gather information as to what time people fight. I learned that from BrotherW, just taking screenshots as to who's in what bracket at reset and at +8, so you can see who's fighting when, and then you can plan accordingly. So yeah, that's my little notes that I had stuck there. Obviously, any questions anyone has for me, I'm inside my castle now. If anyone has any questions, go for it.
Why don't we go ahead and part ways right now, okay, guys? I want to thank everyone that came out for the Discord that's here in Discord. Any of our YouTube viewers that are going to watch this in the future, thanks so much. Make sure, guys, to smash those buttons on YouTube. Subscribe, the bell, all that jazz. You know all the buttons. There's no point repeating them. Just press all those buttons on YouTube. If you're a first-time viewer, that would be much appreciated. But you'll get the info, the fun vibe. The biggest thing that we differ from there's tons of YouTube channels about ROE. The biggest thing you'll get different from our channel, I'll tell you right now, is this community aspect vibe that anyone can talk if they're willing to, right? And you'll hear some pretty funny shit once in a while from people like Goldfish and whoever else joins us randomly. Just some quality entertainment. But I love the community vibe. That's what I'm very outgoing and personable outside the game and in my businesses and such. And so I love the vibe that we have going here on our Discord and our YouTube. So if you're not on the Discord, come to Discord. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please do so, and we'll hit you more. We do these Q&As if you're in my time zone, which is Mountain Standard Time, the middle of the US or Canada. It's going to be about 8:30 on Tuesdays and Thursdays. But if you're an ROE player, 30 minutes after reset on Training Day and what's the other one?
Research.
Is it Tech Day? Yeah, Tech Day and Training Day. Yeah. 30 minutes after research or after reset on Research Day, which is day 3, and day 5, which is Training Day for COP. So 30 minutes the first one is focused on COP, Clash of Province stuff, and then the second one is more ROC related stuff. But we have a general open question and answer session kind of after we've kind of hit the topic. But thanks so much, guys, again. Thanks, L. Thanks, Blood. Thanks, E. Thanks, Edwin. Thanks, Mal. Thanks, Mar. Thanks, Scorpio. Hey, Scorpio, you're here. Can you hear me, Scorpio? I think that's my Canadian brother, isn't he?
Hey, yeah, sorry, I had a problem with the mute button. Can you hear me?
Hey, brother, how you doing?
Hey, not too bad. How you doing? Yeah, I just dropped in. I was listening to all the great information, so yeah.
Awesome.
Next time I'll try and ask a few more questions.
Sounds good, brother. Anytime you have a question at all, just pop it in that submit a question on our server here, and we'll make sure we get it.
Okay, sounds good.
Thanks so much for being here, brother. Yeah, thanks, Abdi. Anyone, CorCat, Green, Metal, Noli, thanks so much for being here, guys, and anyone else that's watching on YouTube or just listening in any way. Thanks so much for being here, guys. You guys make this fun for me, and most importantly, we're all learning together. Isn't that the best part, guys?
Yeah, exactly right.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks for giving us opportunity.
Anytime. One more thank you to CorCat, everyone. Thanks, CorCat, for being our guest speaker.
Yeah, thanks, Cor.
Thank you. No, all good, guys. Thank you.
Awesome, guys. Stay fresh, crush face. I'll catch you next time.